Okay, welcome to Spotlight, Fourth Down Magazine's weekly fireside chat with the movers and shakers on the field in the Mid-Penn Conference. I'm Andy Shay. I'm going to be your moderator. He wears number 7 for the PIAA District 3 Class 2A finalist. That would be the Upper Dauphin Trojans. He is a 6'1", 195-pound senior, plays running back and outside linebacker for the Trojans. Please welcome Christian Snyder to the Spotlight this week. Christian, thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations to you and the Trojans for reaching your second district final in 3 years.
Thank you.
So this is how it'll work. I'll have a little chat with Christian, ask some fun questions about the Trojans. Then at the end, Christian, we're going to put you on the Spotlight hot seat for a few short answers to close out. So before we get to all that, let me throw some numbers at you. In 10 games, Christian's rushed for 769 yards, second on the team. He has a team-high 129 carries. He averages a tidy 6.0 yards per carry. And he's tied for the team lead in rushing touchdowns with 12. Receiving-wise, he's caught 6 passes for 148 yards and a touchdown. That's about 24.7 yards per catch. Sounds like the Trojans need to do a little bit more throwing. No, I'm just joking. Don't throw the ball. On defense, he's made 24 tackles, 15 solo stops, and he has 2 tackles for a loss. The Trojans are 9-1 overall. They will play undefeated York Catholic in the District 3 Class 2A title game Friday night in York County. Christian and his teammates earned a spot in the final via that wild roller coaster ride that was Upper Dauphin 58, Columbia 48 in the 2A semifinals. So, Christian, first of all, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. I've watched many versions of the highlights of that game, and even the highlights are the likes of which stuff I have rarely seen in 30 years of covering high school football. There's an old adage, they say, the game's a tale of two halves. That was a tale of two diabolically different games disguised as halves. But you guys went up 44-12 at halftime. You won by 10. What stands out to you looking back at that crazy game, and why was it different than probably anything else you've ever played in?
I mean, it was just crazy because we were just so explosive on offense. We came out right out the gates. We were firing on all 4 cylinders. They couldn't stop us. And we were shutting down a really good offense for the most part. And then just a really crazy environment, and we just played really well.
So I want to ask you about, you guys came out fine. You scored 44 points in the first half, most of them on offense. You did have a touchdown right before the half. We're going to get to that in a second. But you jumped on them early. Do you think that's the sort of precision and force that you guys sort of run your offense with? Do you think that surprised them a little bit last week?
Yeah, I don't think they were really ready for us. I was looking at some of the pick'ems, and everybody had says underdogs. So we went out there. We were like, we're getting the ball first. We're going right in the field and we're scoring. And that's what we did. We got the ball right down, got the touchdown, got the 2-point conversion, and kind of set the tone.
You guys didn't do anything really different, right? You just did what you normally do, and they just kind of weren't ready for it, is what I'm gathering, more than anything.
They couldn't. We knew going into that their defense wasn't their strong suit, and we knew we just had to go out there, do what we do every week, and that's what we just did.
So I got to ask you about the play right before halftime. It's epic. If you can't see this, if you haven't seen this highlight, go see it. There's 1 second left on the clock, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And they're probably inside your 40, right? Somewhere between the 40 and 30.
Probably like the 10-yard line. They were right in the red zone.
And they're trailing by let's see, they're trailing 37-12. So they're down 3 scores, 3.5 scores, however you want to look at it. Yeah. They're down, they push the envelope, they open offense. So the quarterback goes back to pass, he gets stripped. And then Austin Hartman, number 70, he's a big lad. It's a big number 70 jersey. I'm not going to give any weights because it doesn't care. He picks up the fumbles and starts rumbling and bumbling the other way. He's got 70 yards of green grass in front of him. I say he makes it. Do you think he makes it without getting caught? Yes or no?
No way.
No way. So then your teammate Brady goes running up next to him, the fastest guy on the team from what everybody said.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, give me the ball, dude. Give me the ball. And he hands him the ball, and Brady takes it in for a touchdown. That gives Upper Dauphin a 34-point halftime lead. What was your perspective on that play, on what was going on, and where were you? What do you remember?
I remember I was guarding somebody. I was in coverage, and I was getting beat, I think. So I was like kind of working out, catching up with my guy. Next thing you know, I heard everybody cheering. I was kind of excited because I was like, all right, I gave him a touchdown right here, but he didn't throw it. And I was looking back, I saw him running it. And I was talking to the guy, the receiver that just burnt me. And I'm like, he's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. And the next time he pitches it and he starts running it, and Brady's running it. And I knew as soon as Brady touched it, nobody's catching up to him.
So for the record, the another crazy element of this game, and we're going to move on here in a second, but here's the strangest part of Upper Dolphin's semifinal win over Columbia. The other team had a quarterback that set a league record for passing yards in a single game, and a receiver who set the state single game receiving yard record, and that team lost. That's just absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
But like I said, you guys have built enough of a lead, and you still were able to put 10 points up in the second half to counter them. That's why you won. So let me ask you one other thing about your offense. What's the hidden key that you think when the Trojans are coming at you in waves with lots of dudes getting touches and a lot of guys, mixing and matching for the carries and how you guys run your offense? What makes it so difficult to defend, and what is the hidden key to it?
We have a lot of depth everywhere, so we are always rotating people, and everybody's always fresh. And we just have what's the word I'm looking for? Everybody's just really bought into the system. So even when they're not getting the ball, everybody's busting, faking, blocking, and everybody's carrying out their role, no matter what the role is. No matter how small of a role it is, they all do their part. So
the offense at Upper Dolphin naturally, for the points it scores and how many rushing yards you guys put up and how many different guys you use and all of that, it gets a lot of attention. But I want to bring up the defense, and you also play outside linebacker. I mean, I think this is the absolute reason you are in the district final again. And I take last week out of the equation because that's just, there's nothing normal about that game, right? So of your 9 regular season opponents, only 2 of them managed to score 20 or more points against you. What is it about your defense in a normal game? Last week wasn't normal. What about is it that you think is a hidden key for you guys, or why it is such a strength that doesn't get enough attention?
I think our D-line is just really good this year. They're always getting pressure. We don't play any high safety. We just play straight man. And like I said on that fumble, I got beat. I'm in the coverage a lot, so I think it's just really has to do with our D-line. They're always getting pressure. So
yeah, they stripped the quarterback on that play and put the ball on the ground. So give me a guy for Upper Dolphin who's the most improved player in your team this year, in your opinion. The guy who from 2020 to 2021 has made the most strides, and why he's been so important for you guys this year.
I have 2 players. One, I have Peyton Wenzel. He was center last year. When he was playing center, he used to snap the ball over the head all the time. And now they moved him to right tackle. He's probably by far the best right tackle in the league. And he's got really strong. He's squatting high 400s, and he's just been really dominant out there. And the next player is probably Dylan Johns. He used to play soccer up until last year. Last year he's been really rusty, and now he's been killing it at D tackle. He's getting tons of sacks, and he's really creating a lot of pressure.
Watch out for the guys up front when you play Upper Dolphin. All right, you got York Catholic in the championship game. I'm not going to ask anything because I don't want you to get your coach getting ticked at me or anything, but I do have a really simple question. What in your opinion, is important for Upper Dolphin to do well Friday night in order to win a second District 3 championship in 3 years?
I think it's really just going to come down to our defense, because we know their defense is good. So, I mean, we're known for putting up points, but I think it's just going to come down to no mistakes. And we just need to really capitalize on defense when we do score.
All right, one more question, Christian, before I put you on the hot seat. When you're out there playing, like players know, you can tell when you're rolling. You know when a game's going well. You just know it. Mm-hmm. As a player, what is the tell that lets you know that Upper Dolphin is on its game that night? What do you know? Like in the second quarter, you're like, oh yeah, we're on it tonight. What tells you as a player that you know your team is on?
Everybody's fired up, and everybody's just firing off the ball, and just a lot of big plays, and you can just tell when everybody's fired up. But like at the end of the second quarter against Columbia, people were down in the dumps, tired, but when it's a good day for us, everybody's hooting, hollering, and flying at the ball.
All right, we're going to throw you on the hot seat, Christian. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, cake or pie?
Cake or what?
Cake or pie?
Cake.
The last streaming series you watched or are currently watching?
You on Netflix.
You on Netflix. College
Yep.
football on Saturday or NFL football on Sunday? Which one?
College.
Okay, tell me your favorite high school football uniform and helmet combination that is not yours. Whose do you like?
I like Lime Mountains. Lime Mountains got a ton of different uniforms, and
They do.
I like their colorway.
Yeah, they do. They do. I like I think it's like the blue with the white and the yellow in the pant or the stripes on the pants. I think that's a really good one. All right, last one is give me your go-to order at Sheets. What is it?
I don't know. I normally get like a burrito with like beans and lettuce and chicken in it.
Any side dishes?
I like the mac and cheese bites.
Mac and cheese bites. There you go.
Yep.
Burrito with chicken, mac and cheese bites. All right, that'll do it. Thanks for your time, Christian. We really appreciate it. Good luck to the Trojans this week. Stay healthy. Play well against your Catholic.
All right, thank you.
All right, that was Christian Snyder from Upper Dolphin joining us on the Spotlight. Make sure you check out all of our high school football content on fourthdownmagazine.com. Follow along on social media or check out our YouTube page for all our videos. For Adam, he's behind the Zoom curtain. You can't see him, but I guarantee he's back there. I'm your moderator, Andy Shay. Thanks for joining us. We will see you.